guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I bring you guys a Halloween look, my first Halloween tutorial here on my YouTube channel. I know this is crazy, I don't know what took me so long to film, but I've been really inspired lately, and this is the look that I was inspired this Halloween. A Scarecrow, cute, creepy, kind of like more of the creepy on this side and kind of cute on here with the stitches. I mean, you can either do one or the other or just full on stitches. It's super simple. It looks very complex, but it's not. I'm used to a lot of hay, a lot of twine. The cute little hat I feel like gives it all, especially with the flannel. You can find one of these at a thrift store in your closet. I feel like everyone owns their overall, so just throw it on. I feel like this is a really simple look, especially the blown out smoky eyes. I feel like it just pops it even more. But other than that, if you guys want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching. Starting with priming my eyelids, and I'm going to take it as far as out here because again I'm going to blend this out. I want this to be a very blown out smoky eye. I want the effect more to be kind of like a grungy look but still cute. And I'm going to be taking this Morphe brush. I think this is an Artistry palette. I love this palette, especially this shade right here as a transition, which is the one I'm going to be taking. And I'm using a very fluffy brush just because, again, I'm going to smoke this out as far as I can. So fluffy transition brushes that I use to blend are really good for that. And I'm going to take this shade right here and start blending on the outer area mainly. Oh, wrong eye, wrong eye. And continuing with the same shade, I'm blending inward. I'm going to bring it as far as to where the inner corner nose area is. And then smoke it out as far as I can. And again, this is a transition shade, so it doesn't matter if you blend it on the lid. I'm going to be taking another shade from this palette, and it's going to be like this orangey one here. And I'm also going to be using a fluffy brush as well, because the bigger they are, the better it is to blend and smoke something out. And I'm going to take it again all over. You don't have to be precise like I mentioned. It's okay if you get messy because we're going to go ahead and clean it, but don't start on your foundation first. That's one thing I can tell you, because it's going to have you waste a lot of product if you have any fallout. I know it's going to be a lot of shadows, but it's okay because it's going to be worth it. Next, I'm going to be taking this shade right here and a fluffy brush but much smaller, and I'm going to be taking this one, mainly focusing it on the lid and then blending it outwards, but try to focus this shadow more on the lid. Which is the last shadow, I hope. It's gonna be this one here. It's more like a red brownish shade. I can't really describe it, but I'm gonna be taking a fluffy brush. Again, they're all gonna be fluffy brushes because it's gonna help blow out the smoky eye. And anyway, oh my god, this is embarrassing. I'm taking this shade mainly here on the outer area. This is where I'm going to focus it. I'm not going to be taking it in the inner area. I want to focus this in the outer area. And then again, just smoke it out as far as you can. And you don't have to be precise with these shades. Again, it's just the right placement in the areas. Like this one's going to be in the outer area, but it doesn't have to be precise. You can be messy with the shade. Taking my favorite makeup wines by Neutrogena, I'm going to clean out this under area here before lashes or anything, and I'm going to define this area here. You don't necessarily have to, because again, it won't be, I don't think it'll be precise. I'm kind of just winging this tutorial here. So next I'm going to be taking this liquid latex. Make sure you use a brush that you don't care for, because it's going to be messy. Because I went light, but I feel like light wasn't enough. So I'm going to be applying it. Use a brush that you don't care for, because again, you're going to damage them. Look at mine here. It's looking all bad. And then what I'm going to be doing is taking some tissue paper on here and just applying it to the areas where I applied the latex. Be applying some more. So start with very light pieces on here, because that's what I'm doing. And just stick it around where you place the latex. Why is it so hard to do shit when you have nails? It's hella hard. Okay, this is pissing me off now, because I'm trying to like cut out pieces and it tends out to be so wonky. Anyways, just stick it to these areas here, just like that. And now that you have this area already shaped out, you can go ahead and add more latex and more tissue paper, because again, you want to give it that 3D effect. So the more you build it, the better it's going to look. You don't have to be precise, you can be messy, because we're going to go in with foundation anyways to cover anything that's swaying. You could continuously build it up, but I think for me that is fine. Now I'm going to be taking my foundation to apply it all over. Of course, we don't want that. We want it to look more like skin, and then we're going to go on with the rest. I'm actually going to be working the foundation into it because there is still a couple white spots. So I want to make sure that it doesn't look like we got toilet paper on here. Move on to shading the hollow area on here. I'm going to be taking a black shadow and a small fluffy brush and just blend out on the area just to give it more of a depth effect on here. I'm going to be taking a more defined fluffy brush and actually getting in here in the hollow area and creating more shadow. I try to push it and then shade inside like this just to push it out. To create definition, but I definitely want it to be more defined. I'm going to be taking a black gel liner. I'm using my Inglot one with the gel liner brush and shading on the inside because I do want it to be dark as possible. And I'm shading it on the inside. And while I'm doing so, I'm actually blending back and forth. I'm bringing the gel liner out. That I created that depth. I'm going to go in more with a plum purpley shade, and I'm going to be shading the inside because I want it to be sort of bruised. And it doesn't really matter because we're going to be going in with blood and stuff like that. But you still want to blend out things just to give it, again, a bruised effect on here and blending it on the outer area like this. Next, I'm actually going to move on to this area here. And I'm actually going to be doing the same thing here, putting my concealer. Because again, remember, we want one side to be cute and we want the other one to be like, Urgh. So I realized that I should have not contoured my nose. It's pointless because I'm going to be taking more nose scar wax and tissue just to make this area look as well similar to it, but not as nasty. So it's just like, why did I even contour my nose? That was dumb. I'm not going to bake underneath. I'm actually just going to sit with my powder, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury one to brighten it because again, I want this area to look very pretty, super smooth. I mean, this one's gonna look really bad, but I want this area to look super pretty on this side here. I'm gonna move to bronzing. Usually I would use this shade right over here to bronze, but I'm gonna be taking this one because I want it more to be of a reddish tan bronze Scarecrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze in the areas that I normally would, but again, I'm taking just a shade that has more of a red undertone than, you know, normal. So I'm going to define this area on here, and I'm tapping rather than, again, just swiping because I don't want any product to move and I want this area to be as defined as possible. I'm going to be taking a new favorite blush. This one is by KKW Beauty. It's so cute. I will be reviewing this in another tutorial, and this is in the shade Destiny. Again, keep in mind, I want to make this side pretty. But this is going to be ugly, but this is pretty. So you can do your normal routine on your skin over here. And I did define on here because I'm also going to outline here where the stitches are going to go. So I decided that I'm actually going to be applying just a little bit of blush to kind of have the leftover, you know, more like this is rotting. And I still have some life going on. So I'm just going to tap on this side, but on the upper area, just lightly. Over to the bottom lash area, and I'm going to be taking that last red shade that I used and blending it out on this area here. And remember, you don't have to be so perfect because I do want to blow smoky eye. I mean, you still want to make it look pretty, but you want it to be blown more than your normal. So for instance, me, I'm taking it as far below as much as I can, but connecting it in this outer area over here. So I already applied eyeliner, lashes on this side. I'm going to be taking a black shadow and I'm going to be defining this area here, close to the lash line, and then blending it downwards. And then we'll go on to applying my lash. The same pencil brush and smudging this to give more of the smoky effect on there, just like this. And coating my lashes with one of my favorite mascaras, the L'Oreal Paris. I love this mascara, so affordable too, like the high end. I really don't care for high end and low end mascaras just because, again, I wear falsies all the time, so to me it makes no difference. And when I don't wear any lashes, I just don't wear any mascara. I just curl my own lashes and that's about it. But as you can see, it's a really good mascara. By the way, I am using the Baddie B lashes in style Instahoe. These have been my favorite lashes and they're so gorgeous. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it off out of the camera. Now the lashes are on, I'm going to move on to highlighting here very quickly on this side. Because remember, we want this side pretty, so we want it to be glowing. You know, I'm going to apply some to the chin on here. Give me some life still. It's like I'm rotting, but I'm still sort of alive. Before I outline and trace any shades, I'm going to move on to my lips. And I'm taking the KKW Beauty Nude number 2. I'm going to move on with the liquid lipstick in Aesthetic. I cannot say that. It's by Dose of Colors. The Dose of Colors My Little Saturday collection. And this is like a burnt orange. I feel like it's such a great color, especially for this look. I'm still covering. Sorry. I'm going to try to do it right here so you guys can see. So I follow the trace of the lip liner just to make it easier for me. You don't necessarily need to use this burnt orange. My nose is running. Oh. You can use a nude, a brown, a darker lipstick you can. But for me, I feel like it just the shades contemplate each other. I'm going to be taking some gel liner and using the same brush that I used. I'm going to outline here where I want the stitches. Just like that. And then on this side, what I'm going to do is use some shadow just to smudge it. So I don't want it to look just one defined line. So I'm going to be taking a very small brush like this. This one from Dose of Color from the little palette. And then just lightly blend out these areas like this. Just slightly, not too much. So you can give it some shadow. And then with the tip that is defined, I'm going to blend the harsh line with black shadow. Give it like a hollow effect, like if it's open, but not fully. While I'm letting that dry a little, I'm going to go ahead and just, with the brush, like smudge some black liner with no extra product, just kind of dabbing the brush on here. I actually just randomly decided to outline this here. Now that I went ahead and shaped that on the lips, I'm actually gonna, no, you know what, I'm gonna take the smaller side and blend this out so it doesn't look too harsh. Giving it like an ombre effect on here. And I'm going to be applying some black duo lash glue on the dots. I also applied some on the Twine, but just in case. Hopefully this works for me, or else I'm going to have to use like latex. So hopefully this works, you guys. Wish me luck. This one already stayed on pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest off camera. I do want to bend them when I apply the lash glue, just that way it's easier to just kind of stick it on this side. So I finalized placing the Twine, and I got this Twine at Michael's for like $3. I cut up the pieces, and I already used this dual brush on glue in dark, so it was really neat that cutting this into pieces and applying it to the end gave it more of the hollow darkness there. Then I went with the shadow orangey one and just shaded out the area so it can look more hollow. Now I'm going to move on to this part. I did do it off camera because, again, some of it, because I still need to finalize it. My camera died. So I bought this hay type of round thing from Michael's, and it's like shedding a lot of pieces. Now the cool thing on how I did the nose is this is already a brush on glue. So all I do, honestly, is just brush it on like a line like this, right? And then I find one of like the small pieces from here, like it's literally shipping like a bunch of little pieces like this. So I go and look for small ones, and then I just apply it wherever I brushed on the glue. Like for instance right here, I applied the glue and I just let it sit there. So you want to apply it as messy as possible. For the nose shade, I did use the same shade as the lip color. I wanted to keep it cohesive. But you can apply as much as you want just to get more of the realistic effect. Especially with this on here, you want to look just a mess. Like a hay mess, I guess. That's what you will call it. Brush on glue is really neat. Like this was just like a random idea. So I'm going to show you. Let's see if I can do one here. Brush this one here. Brushed it on. Now it's time to look for like a piece that's not too thick or not too much, and then just glue it on here. Just let it sit just like that. Look how cool. Now I'm gonna move on to this area here, the hollow one, and I'm actually just gonna randomly brush glue on there, on here, on the outer areas. Well, just in general, just all inside, so I can stuff a bunch of hay in here. This part you do want to take a little bit of longer pieces like this and stick it in here, just so they can stay like this, just like that, and kind of stick it out. I know it's to wear out this costume somewhere is kind of like, but I mean it's a really cool thing that it's so simple to not super complicated. And then the cool thing is that the brush on glue sticks already, so you can just stick the pieces in here. Okay, so this is what it looks like on here. It looks like I'm stuffed, but I feel like I need to still pull some in here just so it can look more stuffed. I think I'm just gonna stick it in here like that. Push it in so it can look more realistic. I like adding some blood. I think I'm gonna go ahead and apply just some slight blood on it. It's like taking a brush you don't care about, go in and just apply a little bit. I think I'm gonna do it more towards the areas around it so it can look more realistic. Realistic right for everything. That's the word of the day, realistic. Just like I'm like it's scabbing, you know, the stitches came out, my hay is popping out because I've been hella stuffed. My owner stuffed the F out of me. So just apply it on the outer areas like this. I'll bring it more towards out here. Ooh, me like it. I don't know if I would really wear this costume out to like a party where I'm trying to have fun. I think I will sweat it off and what. But if there's a contest, I'm going all out. I'm going to take some twine and I'm just going to cut it randomly. And I'm going to pretend like it's a choker. So I'm going to make a knot like this and leave this area empty. Just because that's where I'm going to pull it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put this twine around, make it seem like it's a choker, just like this, and then just turn it around until you get like a choker like effect on it. And you just want to randomly put it anywhere, just like that. And then you want to take pieces of like hay and just stick it in here, just randomly. You don't have to be so precise for them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab a brush and tease all my curls upwards like this, and then that way it looks messy. When you tease your hair, you want to randomly just put hay, and I know this is going to be one of those things where like, why the hell do I want to apply hay to my hair? Just go with the flow and make the costume look cute. Alright, if you're trying to win a contest out there, I recommend doing this. It's going to be hella cute. You're probably going to be leaving fucking trays of hay. People are going to figure out where you went to, like where'd she go? Follow the hay, trace her. And the final piece for it, I got this little cute hat from Spirit Halloween. I don't know if I should just put it like right there. There you go. Ooh, I gotta come back to look like a little cute scarecrow. Oh, this costume is everything. Oh my god. Look at this. This looks so good. So this is the final look. All together, I feel like I really like. I would wear this out to a Halloween party if there's a contest, because I want to take first place. I want to take first place, that's for sure. But if I know I'm gonna go to a Halloween party and I'm gonna be turned lit and I'm gonna be doing too much movement, this might not be something that I want to do, because I feel like you can still smile, but you know, you really want to be careful, because by the end of the night you're gonna be unstitched. Don't lose your stitches on this side. Whew. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Give it a like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, which is the main important thing, because I might bring another Halloween look, I don't know. But other than that,